2 products launched today.
Yeah.
Just saying.
If we can keep that trend going, doubling the number of launches every day, we'll definitely find a solution for it.
Okay, yeah. Who's launching tomorrow?
How-to guides. Jonathan, those videos and the plow how-to, they're unlisted on YouTube. They do need the metadata filled out, the kind of description and stuff. Is that something that you'd be able to do, or do you want me to try and get to that?
I can set up a description. That's fine. I just need the links and permissions. So if you can send that over, then I can do all that.
Perfect. It's the WMP at plow.co, and the password is in 1Password, and then I'm sure you know, but when you go up to the icon for you just the Drive, the Google applications, you just go down to YouTube, and then you go there, and then you go into the channel, and that's how you access it. Oh wow, so exciting to be back. Did you guys miss me yesterday? Me and Sam.
Yeah,
we were busy. Oh, you did? Okay, I wasn't.
Yeah,
really
I missed you.
Answer.
I think everyone missed you as well.
Well, whether or not that's true, I'm not going to argue. Thank you so much for saying that. We're back, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Everyone who's following along, we're here live every day at the new time of 10 a.m. Pacific. That is 12 p.m. Central. What time is that in Brazil?
So right now it's 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. All right.
Yeah.
So just a few
about
hours.
Caipirinha time.
There you go. I was just gonna say. Oh man, that's great. Okay, so day 4 of a busy week, big week for us. One launch per day. Although I hear 2. We launched 2 twice yesterday. So we started with Watch Me Pivot on Monday. We did My People on Tuesday. Plow went live at midnight last night, and currently we're I think we're launching the Watch Me Pivot leaderboard. Is that right, Sam?
Yeah, it's called Builder Index now.
Okay. I love this new name. Okay. Jonathan, I'll come to you in a second, but can somebody speak to the new name? I know Mary was, I think, the person who came up with it, but I love the new name. Can somebody kind of explain the rationale there?
Sam, do you know about the rationale for the new name?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's twofold. One is we're tracking tokens, but tokens are a part of the picture, and so we really want to create a community of builders that are kind of at the leading edge of developer tools for AI, and so this is part of that effort to like broaden Watch Me Pivot to a community of builders, and it well aligned with what we're doing with the podcast as far as interviewing builders around their workflows. So want to move a little bit away from like just an emphasis on how many tokens you spend, and a little bit more towards, okay, who is in our community and how can they share out their workflows, including their token usage. Yeah.
Excellent. I know that it also went through a visual rebrand. Daniel, do you have the new token maxing or should I say, what is it? Builder index page nearby?
Yeah, I will share my screen.
Great. And Jonathan, I know you've been overseeing the launch of each of these. Do you want to just speak a little bit to what's going on today here?
Yeah, well, I mean, today is 2 different things, so I think that's kind of exciting in its own way. I think, if you look, Plow, the Plow kind of alpha tester program is a relaunch, so it'll be interesting to see how that does and how that compares to the original. I think that's kind of a big open question, and if there's still ongoing interest, especially with like Hermes support. And then the leaderboard, I mean, you're seeing it right now, so looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks really beautiful. Daniel, can you kind of walk us through kind of top down, kind of what we're looking at?
Yeah. So if you go into Watch Me Pivot, there's a button here for the builder index, and we can see which models are being used the most. So we saw the launch of GPT 5.6 Sol, and it took over the leaderboard. Fable
Yeah.
is at 20%. Sol is the most used. Opus is tied with Fable. That's interesting. I had no idea. So that's actually, now I'm stopping to look at this data, but I wasn't sure if people were enjoying Sol or Fable more or Opus, and it seems like Sol is the leading one. So we have members, we have teams, we have how many tokens people burned on the last 7 days. We can change this for a monthly view. Wes is going crazy with 70 billion tokens burned a month. And I think that's because of RoboRev that's
right.
reviewing
We should
every
talk. Oh, I'm
commit.
talking to Wes. I'm talking to Wes today. I think we should get him to join the daily yield tomorrow.
Oh, that
Yes.
would be
Um,
cool.
that's like,
Yeah.
what is going on with him? It's just
And
bonkers.
here we can see the change. So that's when
Oh, I think we're just seeing
GPT
your.
5.6.
We're still seeing the daily yield actually. If you're showing
Okay,
something.
so maybe really. Let me check. So did
Right.
you see anything at all from the?
Just the top above the line of the daily yield landing page, the website. There you go.
Okay, so just checking. Did you see
Now
this page
now we
yet
see daily
already?
yield again. Yep.
I think that's it. Opens a new page. Let me fix it. Is it working now?
We see the builder index now. Yes.
Nice. So that's the
Nice.
first time you're seeing this page.
Yeah. It looks so
Okay,
good.
so yeah, as I was talking, this way I can know which mod is being used. So it's GPT 5.6 Sol with 40%.
Amazing.
And we have the 7 days view
Wow.
and the monthly view. And
Wow.
now we can see like how Wes graphs looks like. It's like full of bright green.
Yeah. I do need to
Yeah,
call out just because Jesse is going to be our first episode. He needs an EP1 call out next to his name.
Jess is going to be the
Jesse.
first one. Okay.
Yeah, he's our
Let's see.
first AI worth using. Just for anyone watching we have 3 out of the top 4 on this leaderboard are in the first 4 episodes of AI worth using right here. So just a little mention to anyone who's a high roller on the builder index. You are welcome to come and join us on our AI worth using podcast to talk about what you're building. You're an ideal candidate for us. Keep that in mind.
Nice. Yeah, so I can see like which machine Wes is using. I can
Interesting.
see which model he's using and when he did the change. So looks like this blue one took over after this day here. And
Is there
that's
any
when
evidence in
GPT
here?
5.6.
Is there any evidence in here that he might have had anything to do with the OpenAI Sol leaping out of its training environment and going and hacking Hugging Face? Is there
That is
any?
bonkers.
Isn't
That we
that
need to talk about.
crazy?
Yeah.
Such a great story, but sorry, we'll get back. I digress. Keep going, Daniel.
Yeah. That is, yeah. I know which models he's using. I know how many tokens he's burning. I know he's building RoboRev Agents View. Actually, we use Agents View to pull the data. So thanks Wes for building Agents View. Message Vault in Kata. What else? He used superpowers. He used a few skills listed here.
Daniel, can you? I need to get a screenshot and like send it to Wes.
Come on the show, Wes. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do you want me to show on the screen?
Nothing. I got it. I'm
That
gonna
works.
send
That
it
works.
to.
That works.
All right. Ask him to approve to check to support Grok. Say that there's an AI generated PR there that supposedly integrates Grok that was approved by RoboRav.
Wow.
Daniel, you can ask him yourself tomorrow when he
Yeah,
shows
I
up
can
on
ask
the
tomorrow.
show.
Yeah. That's okay. And yeah, that's our builder index. It's free for you to join. You just need to click get on the board and copy. Actually, the way I'm doing is just copying this link, this URL, and pasting to Claude and saying, "Hey Claude, can you register me on the leaderboard?" And it will read the instructions and do the setup for you. And then you
Wow.
verify with Hacker News. So um, you need to just verify with your Hacker News account so you can show up on the leaderboard, and that's it.
Excellent. Excellent. I will just say that I did see your name on there. Can we go down and see where you're at and tell me what it is you're spending all
Yeah.
of these tokens on?
Okay, so on let me see the monthly one because I'm higher at the top on the monthly basis.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
top 8 with 17 billion tokens burned.
We're not seeing
Uh,
that right now, by the way. If you're
Oh,
showing it.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm
We'll
showing
work
it.
out these technical bugs.
Yeah. What about now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm here at position 8
Yeah.
with 17 billion tokens, and I'm not proud of this number here. I guess, on my peak when Sam was out in his parental
Paternity.
paternity leave. I was able to do, I guess, 11 billions on a week. That was my highest, and I was able to do that when I left the watchdog on, so it will keep nudging each task like every 3 minutes. If there wasn't a response from the team, it will send, "Hey, where's my response?" And after 10 minutes, if there wasn't an update, it will nudge the agents saying, "Hey, what's the status of this? Is this done?" And keep the team going. And that's how I was able to get top 1 on the 7 days one. Now, whereas with 25 billions on a week, I've never been able to achieve this
Yeah.
amount
Yeah.
of burn. I'll be my peak. I will be able to get top 2.
Excellent. Excellent. Sam, you're also on here, right? Somewhere?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about what
No,
you're burning
look,
tokens?
yeah, it's really
Yeah.
honestly been the plow launch.
Yeah.
So, I think, and the peak, you can kind of see the peak. It was before I went on paternity in the middle of last month when I was top 1, I believe, on the leaderboard for the week. Yeah, right there. If you scroll up. Now, if you look
I
at my
know that
month
story.
stat, this isn't exactly fair because it includes my paternity. If you look at the last 28 days, but um, that was really using the goals and connecting goals to expected outcomes in the real world. So I'd say, hey, there's a bug. You can see it on my MacBook Air. Here are the tools. Here are the skills you can use to inspect my MacBook Air and see it. Please root cause, fix the bug, that was another skill, babysit the PR to a mergeable state with Nightwatch, which I would not be able to use. I would not be able to get PRs merged without babysit PR with Nightwatch. So if anyone's struggling to get a clean review from Nightwatch, talk to me. I'd love to chat about babysit PR. So first it would root cause, and in the middle of the month, the goal would do a root cause analysis. It would get the PR past the Nightwatch review. It would merge it. It would deploy it on the MacBook Air and confirm that it fixed. And so it would work overnight using the /goal Claude skill. And then recently I've been talking to investors and stuff. So I just have it um, I haven't been on top of my 24-hour code usage.
Yeah.
I think there's actually an hourly window too. If you is it on this page somewhere where you can see how usage is. If you scroll over those days, I think I put it. If you go up, yeah, go to the daily chart we were just looking at. The chart we just were looking at. Maybe, oh no, the hourly usage has been removed.
Mm.
We got to add that back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because then
I
you can see
believe-
if the model's working overnight for that developer or not.
Mm.
Yeah, you can send a user request, a feature request. I can add that for you.
Yeah, we should add that back. How do I send a
Hourly.
feature request?
You can open an issue on the GitHub client, or DM me on Slack if you don't have access to me.
It's just easier to just have my people do it.
Yeah. You can. Yeah, you can feature request your people to do it as well. Yeah, that's even better. I
Awesome. All right. And we didn't, I wasn't here yesterday. Sam and I were actually recording some marketing, some promotional material with Tom for the AI Worth Using podcast. So we missed the daily yield yesterday, but would you just kind of fill us in on what we missed? Because we did have the plow scheduled for last night's release. Was that what you guys covered yesterday or something else?
kind of.
A little bit, yeah. So we
Yeah.
got on the topic of slipping the schedule, and then we started talking about day for day slip and horror experiences of Apple when there was a day for day slip for nearly a year and what that entailed. And then we kind of dove into old software practices, like what you had to do when shipping meant literally shipping things on physical media. So it was quite an adventure in topics yesterday.
Sounds like a look back at older times. Different times. Okay, well, maybe we should just talk a little bit. I mean, I'm pretty sure that everyone at this point is familiar with Plow, but do we want to give it some focus and spotlight right now, since it was a launch yesterday? Is there anything we should know about the launch, Sam?
Yeah. So to start off, as far as what Plow is, let me just screen share. So let's see. So I have my MacBook Air right now. So that's running Plow, and then you are looking at one of my MacBook Pro screens, and so I can, and then so I can iMessage my MacBook Air at any point. Plow takes about exactly
What
8
do you
gigabytes of
mean
RAM.
message your Mac? Like,
Yeah. So for example, the other day I was on the beach, and I needed to get back to Rowan. Actually, I'm really curious how this felt for Rowan, because I would have been really annoyed to get this message. But I said, "Do you see the Slack message from Rowan where he sent me the prep for David?" And so then it found it, because my
Right.
MacBook Air is connected to that Slack.
Right.
And I said,
Right.
"Please reply over Slack and tell Rowan I want to tell a little bit of a personal story." So I'm basically doing my work from the beach. I actually took a
Yeah.
photo from where I was at that
Yeah.
moment. I was watching my kids. Let's see. Oh no, it hasn't synced yet, I guess. That's weird. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so this
There
is
you
where
go.
I was.
Beautiful.
And so, but I needed to get this back to Rowan, and so then I said, and then I gave some of the story of like what I wanted to get in the script, and I said, okay, then Plow like kind of suggested, and then and then sent those to Rowan. And then the next morning we recorded them.
Yeah, and actually
So
it worked really well. I mean, I got that. It said, this is Sam's plow, his AI assistant, passing along a note from Sam. And then just gave the context of like, for the David segment, Sam wants to open with a bit of a personal story to introduce David, to connect the community to the Peter OpenClaw interview, which was perfect. And then it gave me 3, and I was curious, did that you it ideated the 3 different segments, right? Did you approve that before you sent it? I'm sure you did,
yeah,
right?
it gave me these 3 and I kind of scanned them. And then I was like, great, can you send these examples to Rowan?
Yep. I actually
Um,
went with the option 1 I felt was the most human version. So I went with that one.
Now, be honest, were you a little annoyed getting a message from my plow versus getting a
You
message
know
from
what?
me?
I wasn't actually. I believe in this concept that of like giving time back to humans, and so I actually felt like it was a bold but great move. I did not have that reaction. I know sometimes people can feel a little triggered that they weren't, that they're being a little dismissed, but I actually felt
Yeah.
like it was an effective use of plow. Yeah.
It was this moment where I had to watch the kids because they were
Yeah.
in the water, and I was like, I also knew I needed to get back to you, and I was like, I really don't want to end the day without getting back to Rowan. So, but I
Yeah.
personally would have been like, this would trigger a lot of people. So I was
Yeah.
curious. It was definitely a
Well,
touch grass moment for me where plow allowed me to in this case, touch sand, but
exactly.
kind
Also,
of
one
aligned
thing
with
that
our values.
what I think, just on a personal note, I think what is underappreciated about childcare, right, is like people when you're not at work but you're having family time, people think that's leisure time, but actually as a father, what you'll know, you and I can share this in common, when you're watching kids, you're not switched off. That is like
Yeah.
that's one of the most responsible tasks. Keeping your children alive is like super important. So plow allowing you to keep your children safe,
Yeah.
that's like a good
Yeah,
news.
because they were on paddle boards, and one of the kids doesn't know how to
Y-
swim. Not one of my
right right
cousins, one of my
right
nephews, and it was like, okay, I
Yeah.
can't
Right.
have my laptop right here and be responding to Rowan.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, so that was one way I used Plow. Let's see, another way actually, which was really helpful, is I asked, what is the urgent item in my inbox that I haven't intended to. So I actually was just testing to make sure everything worked.
Yeah.
And it found that we have an insurance policy that's going to cancel because we haven't
What?
been paying, and I didn't even realize this is our car
Wow.
insurance.
Oh my
and
God.
and we changed banks and everything, and this got lost in the
Yeah.
whole in the holdup. We were about to lose car insurance.
Yeah.
Um, uh,
That's amazing.
so actually, this was somewhere earlier. This happened somewhere earlier because then I paid it,
Mhm.
and then I asked the question again, and it and
Right.
it was like, okay, I see a payment went through.
Right.
What's another? Oh, it found this really cool retreat. So this is an $8,000 retreat that they're offering to sponsor me.
Mm.
Just like a founder networking retreat in the Bay Area.
Are they
And
looking
this was
for more people to be sponsored?
I'll ask, but it was like eight
Any
thousand dollars. We'll cover it. All you need to do is apply.
You
They
can
had sent me 3 emails. Today was the last day for me to apply. It's literally fill out a 5-minute form. You
right.
know.
you can pitch
Um,
them something like there's another influencer on the tech space that ganks my stream with viewers.
yeah. And then here it's using our built-in browser. To Reddit is like
Mm.
infamous for blocking automated browsers, and so you can
Mm.
see this can actually access Reddit. Plow can.
Ah, nice.
So
Wow.
those are some
Real world use cases of plow.
yeah.
Yep. I have
And
mine.
where do I need to go to get access to that?
Plow.co/100.
Right.
Another thing I find really helpful. Sorry, you all are getting me talking about Plow. Is I never want to miss a meeting, and when I'm in exec mode, I'm in meetings all the time. I just run my calendar and I'm checking my calendar all the time and I'm not missing any meetings. But right now in founder mode, I have like meetings occasionally and I've been missing a lot of meetings and it drives me crazy. So I set up Plow to message me anytime a meeting is coming up that has somebody else in it, which has been pretty helpful. So,
oh, that's cool. No, this is really helpful because I think that's what we're here for, to talk about real world use cases for this, making sure that we're breaking through the noise and and dog feeding. All right, we have a couple of minutes left. Jonathan, do you want to kind of talk about tomorrow's launch? Just kind of preempt that a little bit.
Yeah, so tomorrow we will be launching the first of the how-to guides. This one will be a how-to guide on how to install Hermes on Raspberry Pi. And one of the things about the how-to guides is the idea is to give people more leverage in using AI. And as such, the how-to guide is a very human readable guide, but it is also agent readable and agent installable. And so it's kind of this combination of being beautiful for humans. You can figure out what it's going to do, but you can also hand it over to an agent and have the agent execute. And so that's what we're launching tomorrow. And so we'll see how that one goes and if that resonates with people. I mean, clearly the one thing is that you need a Raspberry Pi. So maybe a slightly more limited audience, but I think if you want an always on agent, you have a Raspberry Pi sticking around, that's a perfect vehicle for getting Hermes up and running.
And I had to kind of get myself up to speed on this, but Raspberry Pi is a kind of an inexpensive proxy for a more expensive Mac. It like runs it. What exactly is a Raspberry Pi? It's like a piece of hardware.
Yeah, so let me unhook the one that I have hooked up and I can show. So yeah, Raspberry Pi is like a very small machine. It's this part on the back right here.
You use this without any casing. You're like, you're raw dogging your Raspberry Pi.
I mean, yeah, it turns out with, I guess static buildup might be a theoretical issue, but it's less of an issue in practice, and it's just easier to do this. So, I mean, the board itself, you could put in a case, and there's a lot of cases you can find and get for it. In this case, the Pi is mounted on the back of a different display, and there's just a ribbon cable. But yeah, Pi is just like a very small machine, so think Mac Mini, but even smaller. The compute is a little bit limited, but you can go pretty far with ARM-based processors, which is what it runs. It has a little bit of I/O, so you can see there's USB ports, Ethernet, USB-C. And so if you need like a small compute device to kind of do anything, it's a very generic device. Raspberry Pi is extremely inexpensive. And so people will just buy them. I think when they came out, they may have been something in the range of $70. Now you can get some cheaper ones. There, of course, are chip and RAM supply issues. So to get the modern ones, they're a little bit more expensive and harder to obtain nowadays.
Yeah, they're like 300, right, for a kind of a legitimate one.
I think they're going for a bit more. You can get some like previous version ones a little bit cheaper than that, but it's a little limited.
The old "do you want to go back a generation" conversation that is always that ever-present tension of like, do I get something more affordable but will age quicker? Oh man. Anyway,
well, I think the thing about Fuse is it's usually not about the compute power. It's about what can I do in my life where some compute might be useful.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're not worried about RAM necessarily being a factor in performance.
Yeah, just enough for the job.
All right. Awesome. That's it, everyone. We're going to turn our attention now inward and practice our daily Scrum stand up. Everyone is welcome to stay and watch. We will continue to field questions. We haven't had too many questions recently, so looking to continue that engagement. But thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow, guys. Sorry to say, I'll be on a road trip. And so I'll be delegating my seat here to someone else. Very probably Daniel, my co-host. But thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the other side. Thanks a lot. Bye. All right, and scene. There's no natural transition. Daniel, I think you're on mute. Oh, he's talking on someone else.
Oh yeah,
All
I'm
right.
talking to my stream.
Sorry.
we're all in.
Okay. Should we kick off?
Let's do it.
Okay. Let me find it. Okay. Yeah. So, we are getting these how-tos shared. Excited to have those unlisted. I'll share that with you. Jonathan, I gotta go in and just grab those links for you. I'll do that after this. Yesterday we had a really cool morning of basically recording 3 different kind of segments for AI with using. We did a little opening gambit that Sam recorded for the head of each episode. This is something that I think is going to be additive. They're going to basically summarize what people will learn from listening to podcasts. I think that's a really nice addition. And pass those along to the content partners. We also recorded a conversation between Tom and David Price, who are kind of the co-founders of the PWV Agent Cribs community, which is kind of a developer network based in San Francisco that's helping facilitate kind of networking and founder sharing of founder knowledge in the Bay Area. So kind of productive morning there. Yeah, what else did we do yesterday? Yeah, that was pretty much the largest things that we did. What am I going to do in the next 24 hours? I do need to kind of just think about doing a bit of a download. I think for you guys, and what I'll do is I'll prepare a document of like things that I'll handle remotely. I'm going to kind of continue. I haven't told my wife this yet, but I am going to kind of continue to keep an eye on the communications with the content partners to keep the promo videos and all the episodes going and kind of just soft approving. And then I'll have Claudine, who's our point of contact, share the episodes as they become available in the relevant Slack channel, Sam. So just keep an eye out for that. I'll just get it to a place where it's kind of past my approval, and then it'll go over to you guys for feedback. So just look out for that. And then Daniel, if you and I could kind of quickly sync on the agenda for next week's Daily Yield, I'm sure you'll have ideas about what you can discuss, but maybe we can just kind of brainstorm a little bit about what the 5 episodes, including tomorrow's 6 episodes, will be about. And that's it. I will be starting officially when I come back on the Monday after. So I'm very excited about that. I'm working with Ian right now on filling out, kind of completing all of the onboarding forms. I'm so excited, guys. I have so much I want to contribute. I want to be a much more of a, you know how Mary's got that cool kind of designer / engineer title? I want to be kind of marketing / engineer. So you guys are going to help me raise my game. I'm conversational and engineer, but I want to be fluent. So thanks for the support there. But yeah, that's me for today. Yeah, I'll sync offline with everything that I need to get shared.
Cool. On my end, we launched Plow. We have 3 user signups, 3 paid users, which is exciting. I was expecting nothing, given how much like bots are leaving comments and voting and stuff. And
cool.
we had something like 40 or 60 upvotes. So
I guess
Thank you,
it's
Daniel.
points, right?
What's that?
Points, I think, instead of well, I don't know how many
okay.
votes.
Yeah, I don't know. And I have a thesis that it's doing better. I didn't promote it at all versus Daniel has been promoting his.
Yeah.
I have a thesis that it's doing better than Daniel's launch today. Purely because I launched it as as part of the GPT, so 70 points, the GPT launch, the OpenAI day. So I think maybe that changes things, like fewer products launched as part of that or something like that. But so it's in this thing, in this list. Number 37, apparently. Can we find it? Oh yeah, it's right here.
36.
Kind of cool. 36. I do kind of want to promote it. So I don't know. That's actually one of the things, Ron, I want to talk to you about is basically me coming out of the closet and talking more on LinkedIn and Twitter about, doing this. So
Excellent.
maybe we can sync after this briefly about that.
Yeah.
And see, what else do I want to? I want to reach out to each user who's paying. I want to draft that announcement update about, hey, we're doing this. I want to reach out to token maxing leaderboard users because that's the product that seems most used right now is token maxing. I think we shouldn't ignore that. I have a thought about something we can do for them. Then I want to schedule Remy, Wesley, investor, Eric, another investor, and Wes McKinney. Yeah. Oh, and then another garage item is an in-person meeting. Like I have some thoughts about how we respond. I feel like we're kind of in a funk right now as far as launching this stuff and not getting a lot of users. And I think I have some thoughts about how we should respond to that and what we should do going forward. And I put some of that in that document, but I've continued to noodle on that. And honestly, I wish we were all meeting in person like in a week or two, but I know that's not feasible. So Rowan and Daniel, I would love for you all to suggest one of you to like coordinate an in-person meetup, like some time when we're all together. So maybe you can Slack me if you want to own that. Okay, that's my update.
Those learnings, which doc did you update?
Sorry, what are you referring to?
I think you were talking about launches not getting a lot of users, and you have some.
Oh, I have some thoughts about what we should do next, going forward, but I haven't put those in any. I have them on
Okay.
on my computer.
I see. You could ask your plow to take a look into your thoughts and make a Slack message.
Yeah, I would summarize it as like, I think we have to decide, are we, how wide are we going coming out of these launches? And to the extent we're constraining ourselves, in what ways are we constraining ourselves? Are we constraining ourselves to how-tos and democratizing access to AI? Because there are, for me, I've had experiences that are problem solution fit experiences with Plow that I could advocate we double down to that are outside of that scope.
Yeah.
Right. So having an honest debate about all of that, because like our livelihoods and the ability for Plow to pay us depends on, like, do we pick the most viable idea even if it's not aligned with our mission? There are a lot of hard questions like that I think we can spend more time on this, but that's what's going on in my head.
Yeah.
So cool.
So for me, yesterday was about prepping the Builder Index launch. It is working. We launched, not as much success as Sam's launch, but it is out there. And I didn't see new signups in the leaderboard other than those 3 users that were they tried to sign in before the launch. Um, so today I am exploring. There was a few bugs on the builder index that I was fixing today. I think it is. So after you verify with Hacker News, the banner would still be appearing there, and I fixed that. And there was a right now there's a bug with viewing your YouTube video on your profile. Who published a YouTube video? I'm tackling this now. I am setting up Rowan for you, as this is a recurring thing. I'm setting up a restream flow where everything that we record will be automatically pushed to Dropbox, so we don't need to manually go there and download those files.
Thanks. Can that come with a transcription?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There is a transcription from
Restream?
From Restream already. I can let you know once there's an example, and you can take a look if you think that's that works for you. Otherwise, I can set up my flow. I
really to answer that, I think I just want to be able to give the editor a folder. If there's a way to automate them being in the same folder, that would be helpful.
Yeah, we can talk about that later.
Okay, sounds good.
Something that I didn't share with you, Ron, but I did publish a Instagram video, and it was just saying that there was a OpenClaw open in the chat. So everyone that left a comment in that Reels, OpenClaw would reply to them, and there was 300 comments there, people using the OpenClaw on the Instagram. And for reference, that the other Instagram Reels that I posted that got 700,000 views had 100 comments. This one had 300 comments and only 10,000 views. So I think there's something there that I'm exploring, like maybe changing the copy, changing what I'm showing the video, but there is something there.
Yeah,
like there was two people that was actually, I think I saw 3 or 4 people that owned companies and were commenting in the chat asking about their companies to see if the chat
you gotta
and had
launch
knowledge.
You gotta hook up Plow and then launch the Plow 100 this way, and
Plow.
just like talk to my Plow to get access to this.
Yeah. And so that's the thing, is how what needs to be changed in the video to trigger the person to use the thing. And
I mean, I think you just have to say at the start of the hook, it's the hook. Like, are you a bit, call out the person and communicate their pain point, and then give them the solution. Are you a business owner that wants to automate responses, or set up automated, conversation engagement through your social? Here's how.
Yeah. So I guess that's what I'm most
I almost
excited about.
I'm almost be like, hey, we're launching this. You can talk to it in the comments, and if you want it, it'll tell you how to install it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'll do the same thing. Actually, I think this is brilliant. Rowan, what are we doing next week when you're out? Like, do we want to schedule stuff like this for the week? We should have a calendar for an ongoing, like what Jonathan created as far as a launch calendar, but just like have it evergreen and I don't know if evergreen's the right term, but have it maintain it ongoing.
Yeah, content calendar. Yeah, I honestly thought it's been a busy week. I thought that I'd have that ready and kind of end posters by now. But yeah, that's been the plan, is to kind of just keep everything kind of warm. I can set stuff to release ahead of schedule, but yeah, there should be a little bit of like daily interaction that is more topical, more relevant. And I was going to talk to Daniel about that. That's kind of something that I was thinking. Daniel's obviously doing
Like,
it already.
I mean, one option is just to hold off on like a push, like me announcing to my audience and everything until the Monday you're back.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, if you
okay.
guys can hold for that's great. But yeah, open to
Okay,
whatever.
let's do that. I think it's probably too stressful for you to, you're out tomorrow to get everything lined up for next week, but I would love a content calendar that we start today for like the day you're back.
Yeah.
And one of those
Yeah.
items should be me and Daniel and whoever else, like being like, hey, we're launching Plow. Um, you can talk to my Mac. It's integrated
Yeah.
with Instagram or X
So,
or my
okay,
LinkedIn.
here's the thing. That idea of putting on Instagram was because of what you talked with Peter, because he let
Right.
his OpenClaw available on Discord, and I thought, well, what if I let my OpenClaw available on Instagram? And that was the test. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
even think you
exactly.
need to wait for me to come back for that. I think that's something that can just go. I think I don't
Well,
think
like, I don't know. I just feel like there's like I want to come out of the closet and say, and talk about Watch Me Pivot, and the next day talk about Plow, and the next
yeah.
day,
Yeah.
So, um, and um, yeah, I think my temptation is to do it. I mean, it's only a week, right?
Yeah. I'm back. Well, yeah, back on the
Okay,
third.
let's. This is a garage item. Let's maybe you and I
Yeah.
can sync after this.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
um what else? There's a i changed I changed right before or yield. I was being able to voice with my people. So um there's this running parallel as well. And yeah, I don't know um if there's a goal in mind, because previously there was two launches that I was owning. If I, s- I remember we talking about creating um, how tos. So let me know if there's another priority for me, or if I should default to transforming some flow that I have into a how to and publishing that. So that's me.
Um, okay. Let's chat about your question after Jonathan, but I have a thought.
For me, I said I would do some fixes to the Life dashboard how-to guide and retest, and I did that. Things seem to be working pretty well. That installed. Okay, maybe if anyone happens to have a Raspberry Pi with them, does anyone have a Raspberry Pi right now on them? No,
I do.
you do?
I
Okay.
do.
Then maybe you can try um, the guide install. It does take a while because it's basically the whole Life dashboard on Hermes, so it's not a short install, but seems to work pretty well on a one-shot basis. I wrote up feedback for Plucus on the Hermes on Pi how to install. I also did a test install for Domo and got that running to make sure that that's at least good from my setup perspective. So I gave him feedback on that also. And then I found some images to use for the Life dashboard page, so I've got that set up. And so the next step is really to work on a video for the Life dashboard. And I think most of that can be taken. We talked a little bit yesterday, but Rowan, now that you're here, um, so the Life dashboard needs a video. Sam made a video of the Life dashboard when it was more in the seed state. So I think we can reuse most of it, but a few of the terms on that it's a seed and a few of the shots need to be replaced, I'd be happy to give that a stab if you're busy, because I know you're going to be out. So if I can at least get at the assets, if those are around somewhere, that'd be good. If not, I can probably Frankenstein splice from the existing video. But if you have the assets and can send them over, that'd be great.
Here's what I would recommend. So I've got a couple of different editors that I've tried out to kind of get familiar with the format. And if you just kind of put it in a folder with the A roll, the main audio track, and then your supported B roll in a different folder, um, you can send it to me and I'll forward it on to our editor and he'll turn it around very quickly. Just need to be able to kind of make sure that it's all in one place.
Okay,
Does
well,
that
I
make
think
sense?
the main thing is that there was an existing video that has all the footage. I don't know if you had that footage
Or which
before, but
video
it's
was it?
really just this was Sam's life dashboard.
I don't think I ever got that footage. Sam kind of developed that and produced it on his own.
Okay, then maybe I can get some files on that one if you have access to those.
Yeah, I can. So I did it in iMovie.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to export like the whole. Okay, let's do this. Maybe Jonathan, you and I can sync, and then Rowan, I'll come grab.
Okay.
Are you free,
Yeah.
Rowan, in 10 minutes after stand up?
Let me see. I'm not actually.
Okay. Do you need to go right
Yeah,
now?
I
Okay,
do.
put
I'll have.
something on my calendar for your next available, and let's
Okay.
go through the calendar. Okay, the
Okay.
launch
Sounds
calendar
good.
or the
All right.
content calendar. Okay,
Okay. Sounds
and then
good. Thanks.
Jonathan. Okay, so we're done with stand up. Was that it, Jonathan?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Um, okay, so this is the produced. Uh,
Yeah, if you just want to send me the iMovie file, I mean, it's probably large, but I think that'll be great. I can just edit from there and extract the audio. Like the iMovie file, I think will be what I need.
okay. Um, make sure I get the right one here. Yeah.
The seed.
Okay, so see, this is going to share the reveal and that's the. I guess it's only revealing these specific source files. Project media. I could consolidate project media. I could consolidate project media into like a Dropbox folder. Because I think the iMovie file references project media that's in different places on my library, iMovie library. Okay, so I guess I can just share this folder. I think that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll put this in plow team folder. Science media to start. I'm going to put it in life dashboard assets. Okay. This will upload. It'll take a
I
few
can
minutes, I
only see
think.
your iMovie window, so I don't actually
Oh,
know
okay.
where you are putting it.
Sure. Okay, so it's in the plow team folder. Same's media to sort life dashboard assets. And then life dashboard install iMovie.
I think you may need to add me to that folder.
assume everybody has access to this. I don't think there's like specific. Are you not in the team folder?
I think I've never seen that before.
Are you have the Dropbox Plow company account? Was that a yes or a no?
I don't think I have. Let me log in and see, but I don't think I've seen that folder in my Dropbox. So, I mean, I have a Dropbox account.
Yeah, okay. So there's something about giving you access to the company account then, which Rowan, I'm not sure. Rowan and Mary set that up. Maybe Slack Rowan and see if he can give you access to the company account. In the meantime, maybe I'll create a link to this folder. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that working? Yeah, that is. Yeah, okay. And then I think this is what you want, the iMovie folder. Cool. All right.
Need to download this on a different machine because it's 82 gigabytes. I do not have the space,
Yeah.
but I do see
You
it,
can
so that should be good.
yeah, and you can also you can download the individual files you need. Okay. Daniel,
Yeah.
uh, okay, so um, as far as priorities, um, so I want to actually kind of clean this up and have a more structured conversation about this. But one of the things I
It's
am
the
convinced,
output from the biking, right?
yeah, exactly. One of the things I think um, I want to launch, I'm convicted about, especially given we're still getting paying users with Plow, is um, a drag and drop open source agent with sensible defaults. Like this is going to be a thing.
Being sensible.
Just it works, for
Mhm.
the average user. Um, most of this has already been built. This is a thing that's going to exist in the world. Doesn't it? Nobody has like kind of like taken this space, and so um, and I love your idea of like launching this on our socials. Um, And so one thing you can do is just create some quick skills, like install Plow, and then create some quick skills to connect it to your social or to X.com, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Discord.
Uh, There's so depends on the platform, but we need an API. In my case, I am able to do this on Instagram because I have a developer account where I created the app.
That's fine.
So
We can. This is just
yeah,
for us for the
there's these
launch.
layers to figure out. Okay, not like someone else.
Yeah, this is just for the launch. And then
Mhm.
if people start using it, then maybe we do the work that we did to like, integrate it, to add connectors to Plow, right? But for right now,
Mhm.
I
I
wouldn't
see.
do a lot of work on Plow itself. Like I don't
Mhm.
know that we need to add add Discord here as a connector that anyone can
Yeah,
use. But for
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
launch, I think there's probably already skills. I mean, this has got to be possible already, with OpenClaw.
Like people can talk to our plow to these channels.
Exactly.
Like Peter launched OpenClaw on
hmm
his Discord
hmm
for the community, and people
hmm
were messing around trying to break his
hmm
OpenClaw, testing the limits. I see. Okay.
Um,
Um,
so another thing that you could work on is packaging all this up and right, like um, right. So the Mac app should be open sourced, and then the tools capabilities should be the things that we sell that work anywhere. Um, and then the
did you
Mac,
say things that we sell that works anywhere?
yeah, like if there's a world where um, so this is P1 as we just launch what we have as far as priorities. This is P2, which is package and open source. Then P3 is future meaningful investment. So P1 and P2 should not be a lot of engineering investment. This should just be like another way to market what we already have to learn. Um,
Yeah. So we launched Plow on Product Hunt. We just want to do that on other platforms. Is P1.
that's P1. Yep. In a way where
Okay.
Plow is interacting with the comments.
Yeah.
Could also do this on Product Hunt.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um,
A bot replying to a bot.
yeah. Um, we should definitely do that. Okay. So P2 is open sourcing the Mac app as it exists today, and then um,
App is
making
the source code that creates the DMG, that
mhm,
part.
yeah,
Okay.
P3, which I would block on future, like just we should see what the user signals are from P1. So P1 and P2 should not take a lot of work at all. P3 takes work. One is breaking the connectors and APIs from the Mac app, um, allowing other agents to use them. Because this ultimately is like we have to figure out what here are we going to focus on, and this is a candidate of something to focus on, right? Um, like we're going to create tools for agents. Um, another can like Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Another is like separate out Mac app from
Oh, actually,
agent.
there on the tools capabilities, for example, you mean, okay, with Plow I can talk to my Slack. With
Yeah,
Plow I can talk to my
yeah,
email. It's
yeah.
like
When I
outsource this for Claude, for Codex, for
exactly.
open code, for whatever
Yeah.
tool. Oh, be the API provider, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Of
Yeah,
tools for
I see.
agents. And we
Yeah,
may end up, that's going to be a huge space. So we may end up focusing on just one tool. Like with
yeah.
Plow, you get access to your Mac. It's all the APIs that Apple should build for the Mac OS that they're not going to build. That's what Plow is,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
So anything, any agent running anywhere, you can give it access to your Mac to send messages, to control your Mac, to do this, to do that. That'd be an example.
I see.
Um,
What is one you're writing down? Uh, in this world, will the Mac app just be the layer uh, that expose like the APIs for the Mac?
yep, exactly.
And yeah.
Yep.
So as long as you install this app on your Mac, you can connect any agent to control it.
Exactly. That's this bullet here.
I like this. Yeah, this one is interesting because maybe I don't want to use Plow as the provider.
Yeah,
I want to
exactly.
use my Hermes.
Yeah. hmm
Mhm.
Okay.
I see.
So for now, I would just like if you're looking for something, then to me the next item on the list is what you just suggested. But this is kind of what
Uh-huh.
I would say this work stream
Yeah.
could look like.
Yeah. Like so this thing that you shared, is it just uh possibilities for me to work, or like P3s where you're thinking we could pivot, or this
Yeah.
is
So
one
I
of
want to
the
have the
pivot
I
points?
want to have the conversation after we do these launches about what the future looks like. We should definitely do P1. I think we've learned enough to do P1. Your Instagram
Mhm.
post plus people paying for Plow. I think we know enough to do P1. There's a conversation we should have after our launches about where we come together as a team and we have a heart to heart and we're like, this is how much money we have left. These are some things we could invest in. What do we want to do as a team?
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you going to be home for the whole August?
I think so.
Is it okay for me to say a month with you there?
Probably. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I should ask Abby. Um,
Yeah.
but
Let me know.
oh, also, yeah. But what dates are you thinking? Like, we should do a cheap flight, so it should be like a few weeks out, right?
So they're ranging like the cheapest. So this is one way. The cheapest is 600, and like all the other dates is around 650, 660. So uh let me share a screenshot with you.
That's fine. I don't. You don't have to. You don't need to do that. But
Oh yeah.
um,
So what I'm saying is like I could go any day on August that will be around 650 to go, and
can
I
you also
can
look at
get
flights
the
for Rowan
cheapest.
from Chicago to San Francisco?
Um,
Um, Actually, if you're staying a month, he's not going to come a month, so that doesn't matter. He can pick cheap flights sometime during the month. But is Camille going to come?
Not this time. So if we're going in August, no. She does have she want to compete on September as well. So if I wanted if sh so I prefer to go by myself on August
For a
and
month by yourself?
then wait. Yeah. Actually, I talked with her. So if she wanted to stay, this would we could stay like whole November and December there.
Yeah, that'd be
Uh,
cool.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
with
Well,
her. But
let's
like
start with
for now,
August.
I want
Yeah.
to go by myself. Yeah.
Okay. Can you send me just like tentative dates, just like whatever?
Um. Yeah. Six. Sorry. Let me see. August could be 9th. That's a Sunday. Or the yeah. I think second week of August until second week of September.
Okay. The flight prices don't change that much.
If you buy a year from now, it is also 650.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
spikes on January. Like January is
Hmm.
like 1200 one way. But I think this is because we are off season or something.
Cool. I'll ask Abby.
Nice. Thanks.
Jonathan, let me know if you are looking for backlog items, because I'm happy to bring you into that conversation before we talk. We kind of reflect on the launches next week.
Oh, sorry, I realized I was muted to answer your question, but yeah, I think I'm good for now.
Cool. Sounds good. FaceTime Abby McHugh.
Hey. You didn't get my text, did you? Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Okay. I mean, I could take them after. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Okay. It's 12 o'clock, right? Okay. Thanks. Bye. Daniel, I'm gonna run an errand with my kids. I think it's gonna be about 2 hours.
It's good.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm good.
I'm gonna get lunch as well.
I mean, I need.
Okay,
Yeah, I need.
I'll be back in a bit.
about to go get some sushi.
Oh, good. Are you recovering?
Oh yeah. Well, for the most
good.
part, nothing crazy.
Good.
supportive.
Yeah. Basically, imagine driving down the highway 50 miles an hour,
Okay.
but you need to replace your engine, but you don't want to stop driving.
Oh.
We just did that.
Wow. Okay.
What's that?
Yeah, that
Oh
sounds
yeah,
dangerous.
we did it.
Actually.
We did it. It is actually cool. It is amazing. AWS has this thing called blue green deployment. So because you only have one database, right? And so you can make a copy of it and then upgrade the copy, but then it takes hours to do the upgrade. So then you've lost all the data's not the same anymore.
Oh yeah.
Right. So you can't just switch it. Then everyone that did anything in the last couple hours will have their work lost.
Right.
So what it does is it makes a copy of the database, and then gets them in sync, and then upgrades the copy,
Wow.
and then remembers everything that happened to the old one. It like keeps a record,
Wow.
and then once the new one's upgraded, it replays all those transactions to catch up.
That could be billions.
It
of
could be
little
billions.
tiny
Yeah,
things,
it takes hours.
Sure.
And then it gets to the point where it's like, okay, these are both in sync.
Yeah.
And so everything that's happening in the database is happening to both. So they're in sync data-wise, but they're
Yeah.
different versions. And then you can upgrade or
You can turn off the
promote.
old one, right?
You can
Yeah.
promote the new one,
Sure.
let the traffic all drain out of the old one, and then delete the old one. Isn't that wild?
It is wild.
Yeah,
It makes sense, but
it makes sense. But remember, like,
you couldn't do
websites
that
used to be
with-
like, oh, hey, we have scheduled maintenance.
Yeah, exactly.
That's database. Always a database update.
Wow.
Because you can't,
There was
any
so-
other server, you just make a
Yeah.
duplicate, swap it over.
Yeah, yeah.
But like database is like one source of truth.
That's just wild. Something like that is completely untenable except at the scale of like Amazon.
Yeah.
Because like there's no way
Right.
to look
I'm
at
still
it.
like, how did this work?
Yeah.
But
Crazy.
it makes me happy.
Yeah. Makes it easier.
I like not breaking stuff. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Yeah? But you just work stuff?
Yeah, there's a lot of
What?
campaign events in Olympia this week.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
there's like 6.
Oh, sure, right. I just voted, so.
You did.
Yeah, I just dropped off my
Nice.
ballots this morning.
I
So.
don't have my ballot.
What? I've
Yeah.
heard that from people.
It might have
In
gone to my
days.
old residence, and they're camping, so I need to
Yeah.
swing by, but I would
Kim,
like to go.
Kim, that election fraud you are.
I thought I updated my address.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right. Now is not. I mean, God, we get so many text messages and
Oh, really?
campaign stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like from.
Well, the campaign stuff is always in like Seattle, or
Yeah.
like up there, so
Yeah.
I have to drive like 50 minutes.
Oh,
And
you
I-
have to go there.
Well, I don't have to go to the ones in Seattle. My boss usually, or
Okay.
someone on the
Yeah.
Seattle team goes, but it's been nice that there's been Olympia. I like going to them because
Yeah.
there's free food and you get to just like talk,
Yeah.
and like everyone's like dressed up and it's fun. So
Yeah.
it's like,
You can be fancy.
exactly. It's kind of like
Yeah, it's fun.
And so now that they're here, it's just like I'm gonna drive from my place, which is so nice.
Yeah. that is-
I went to one on Tuesday night, last night, and then I'm going one tonight,
Yeah.
and I'm going to one on Tuesday next week.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it just mixes it up.
So we'll cool down after the election then?
Well, this is the primaries and then the whatever it's called, the second one.
Well.
Yeah, the real election.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The midterm.
the one
big
after the primaries,
Yeah.
yeah. Then that would be the big one, and there will be more events and
Yeah.
stuff, so.
So is that what you do? Do you have like coordinate events or are you?
No, I just like attend them
Yeah.
to sometimes talk. Some of the legislators I've gone to, I feel we don't really have any priorities with, we're not trying to work closer and that kind of things, but some of them like we do want something
where like objects book actually, like I will, you can just point to somebody and then we'll play this game. She's like, what's that person's name? Like, can you strike up a conversation with them? Like, absolutely.
Yeah.
And like, I will get them in a conversation and like,
Well, so I mean,
because here's the thing. I think that like, I've met almost nobody that I have nothing in common with.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just in a work sense
Yeah.
that makes it less comfortable. I think that's
Sure.
what it is. Because like I have no, I mean, I made my two best friends by just approaching them at a bar when I was there by myself.
Yeah.
You know? So it's not like that's a struggle social, but then within the work social,
Yeah.
I'm just not experiencing it.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll keep going and you know, maybe not this session, but then I'm sure I'll move into the next session.
That's true. That's true. I haven't done anything like
And it's hard to because
political or
I'm
like.
like by myself, you know, like my boss isn't there with me.
Yeah.
And he's the one that put me up.
Yeah.
Right? Like no one knows who I am, but everyone knows who he is.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like if he was there with me,
Could you get like a mask
everyone would want to help.
with the cutout eyes? No, everyone will talk to you.
That would be great.
Yeah. It'd be creepy for sure. Yeah. See, that's
It's
that's
like,
just it. I'm
what
not
is this
built
girl
for it.
doing? Yeah.
No, we went to the social mixer for the upcycle project.
Oh,
nonprofit,
nice.
'cause we got funded through Inspire Olympia.
Okay.
And yeah, that was like, and again, it's nonprofit, like definitely more laid back, but still, like it felt a little more formal than I'm used to. I'm used to going to like Linux events, which is like I'm just a bunch of friends. And it's like the amount of button-up shirts at that event is like wow. Like,
And you all have something in common
That's right.
like very easy to talk
Yeah,
about
exactly.
forever,
We're
I'm
all,
sure.
yeah, we're all the weirdos.
Yeah.
Like, all the weirdos together, like
Versus like usually people there will have different policy interests or like
Yeah.
maybe the representative, the legislator works on just one
Yeah.
interest. I'm not part of that, so
Yeah.
it's like last night it was shellfish.
Okay.
I know nothing about that.
Yeah.
So
So
shellfish.
like trying to like have legislation around the shellfish
Yes.
management stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. Testing the regulations,
Yeah.
water quality,
Yeah.
all this stuff I had no idea about.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Well, see, you can learn. You can learn it. I don't.
Yeah.
I think people also really enjoy talking about themselves too. So like if you're a listener, you'll
That's
think about
true.
that. What do you think about that? Like fascinating.
Yeah.
Very cool though.
But I you know what's the problem is I don't have the people that really say that. Sometimes I just feel so tell me what you do. You know, I feel
Right.
like,
What do you say you do here? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just like always comes out with jumbled. So
Yeah.
it's like I think people can tell that I'm
Yeah.
and maybe I'm awkward or a little weird, but that's okay because at least I'm trying.
Because everybody's weird and awkward at a certain point. You know what I mean? Like the most polished people are still in their heads like you know?
You're so right.
Like I've gone on stage at events now, I don't know how many times, and given a speech in front of like big crowds. And still, every time I go up there, shitting my pants. Every single time, even though like I know I can do this. Like
Right.
it's
Yeah.
the same talk, it's the same type of people, it's the same type of, and yet I'm like, ah,
Yeah, seriously.
don't screw it up.
I know.
They're gonna screw me out of here. But like, no, it's always fun.
You know, last night I was like thinking about approaching these two people that I had, like, that's the other thing is they're always having conversations. It's hard to insert yourself into it.
Oh, yeah.
But I made eye contact with the lady. And so then I just like walked over and she was like,
Oh.
hey, like, just say, hi, I'm Sam, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know you. I was like, no.
You do now.
Just wanted to chat.
Yeah.
And it ended up being okay. So,
Ah.
yeah.
Well, what an amazing.
Yeah.
That's an amazing experience though. It's like
Totally.
you just have to rip off the band-aid or something
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's just hard when my bosses, they're just so social. But then I have to remind myself, like, they're like magnets because people already know who they are and everyone wants to talk to them. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't have that repertoire.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that takes
Yeah.
time. That takes time to practice. And that's okay.
Yeah. That's great though. Do you enjoy it though?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what
Sometimes I'm
matters.
like, yeah. But it's okay.
Yeah.
I take it lightly, so, you know, so I'm not torturing myself.
Right.
Just,
Right.
How could you? It's so stupid, you know?
I know.
So,
it's
just kinda,
it's
yeah,
funny.
okay, whatever.
My son's like 10 now. He'll like be in. He's got these like social classes. And he's like, I think I'm friends with this person, but I'm not sure. It's just this whole it's it's awkward. And I'm like, yep, welcome to being a
This
human.
is how it is. That's
Yeah,
funny.
and I'd like to say it gets better. You just get used to it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
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 So.
Well, here's to trying, right?
Yep. Yep. And we are all done. Yay.
Yes.
Open AI Day. Então, tipo, todos os aplicativos que estão no ranking aqui hoje, basicamente todo no Product Hunt, é muito melhor. E quando a gente usa essas tags aqui, ó, da OpenAI e tal, eles sempre comentam. Isso é uma coisa que a gente pode levar de aprendizado